everyone, it's Rachel here. Now I'm back with part 2 really of the Easter journal, and I'm going to do another one. I covered that yesterday, and I'm going to cover it, I think, with this bark cloth. So bark cloth is just a type of very textural sort of fabric that it's a bit like bark, really. I think that's what it was. And I'm going to let it overhang, I think. I'm just feeling like I want things to overhang. So overhang a little bit there. Now, one trick, when you're measuring fabric, I didn't say this yesterday, it's very important. When you're measuring fabric, you need to measure it with your book closed. So that's just for those who may have never done that before. So if I go like this, okay, so you can see how much overhang there is there. When I close it with the fabric, it shortens. See, it's now at the, just that little bit over the edge. So always measure your fabric closed, and then you can cut it, because otherwise you'll find it's too short if you measure it open, because it's got to go around the corner, if you know what I mean. 2 corners in this case. Now, just let me see here. Okay. I just love this fabric. Anyway, so we'll glue that on, and then I'll decide how I'm going to embellish it. So I think I'll put my glue on here like I did with the other one. I had been trying out some other things, but after, oh, sorry, I crashed into my ring light. It does good light, this ring light that I got. It wasn't very expensive. The only thing is it's got a very wobbly tripod, so I don't use it on the tripod. I gifted one to my sister. Those who watch my sister's videos, you may have noticed she has nice light there. I gave it to Cez, but she told me today that's Roxy Creations by Sarah. I always forget that there are new people that might not know. And she's put up a few videos up lately. She did the most beautiful snippet roll I've ever seen. It's so Sarah. And and then she videoed the tablecloth. Well, I helped her a little bit. We did the layout together. She sewed all of it and sort of finished it off, the top layers, and I did some embroidery on it, just like, you know, like cross stitches and running stitch and stuff like that, but with like 6 strands of thread so you could see it. And that was our tablecloth at Christmas, and you can see photographs on my Instagram. But Sass did a video. She washed the tablecloth, and she does quite a long sort of musical video to start off with, showing it's flying, blowing in the wind on the line. And then now you'll notice when I do this, sorry, I'm going actually I might do it that way, but what I'll do is I'll just stick it down on the front there, like so, and then I'm going to fold it up to make sure that it sticks down in the right spot. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, so she has it blowing in the wind first, so you just get like a big good overview of it. And then now that's going to be nice for tag toppers. And then she she does speak in the video. It doesn't seem like she's going to, but she does. And then she tells you how we did it, sort of thing. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Nothing like good coffee. So I was just thinking, these remind me, they're very springy, aren't they, when they've got a doily on them, I think, with the beautiful floral. Just trying to see. I quite like that. Just try to imagine it like that. I do quite like that one, because I like the brown with the colours in this. Or otherwise there's this one. No, I don't like that one, and I'm not going to put that one there. Okay, otherwise I've made such a mess in my room, really a big mess. That one's pretty. I like the doilies, I don't know why. The doilies remind me of spring and Easter. I think I'm going to cut this one now. Yes, about half. Nothing's ever straight with me. Even if you get a fabric pack from me, nothing will be straight. I'm a very crooked person. Oh, I trimmed off my flower. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll get over it. Okay, and so I might dab a little bit of glue on this one as I did yesterday. I usually have a quilter's basting glue. It's a spray glue, and it's it disappears with time, but I don't. I run out and I haven't bought it again. I forgot about it, so I'll use this, but actually this is going to be fine because this will keep it down a bit so it doesn't pucker. So there we go. We've got 2 journals on the go, 2 mini journals. They're mini Easter journals, they are. And I might do this. Oh, I haven't printed it out, have I? No, I won't. Well, we'll see. So we've got to decide on the inside as well. I'll do it a similar way to the other one. And these are going to be very strong journals, especially with the fabric. Now let's place that. I don't want to line it up with the top. I think I'll have the top fluffing out there. I'm lining it up more with the box. So I have that there. And I'm not going to stitch. I'm going to stitch around this now. Now this part needs to be done before you do your inside if you don't want to see the stitches. So let's get that going. Move this big whopping book and move my coffee. Right. I'm going to make sure it's not all. Maybe I will stretch this one out, actually, to be honest. I'll stretch that one out, and I'm going to sew it, and then it will go. It'll do as it's told, I hope. So, and I'm going to zigzag. I'm not going to actually stitch that part until I do the rest, I think. So I'm just going to straight stitch around here. I need to move my petal over a bit closer. You might get a few crinkles in it. It's not going to be perfect. Okay, so that's that. I'm not going to go across because I'm going to stitch all the way around the whole thing afterwards, like we did with the one yesterday. So all I want to do now, so what I've done is I've stitched around there, and I want to just randomly go around here just to capture down. Or I mean, you can have that flopping up if you want to, but I actually like to stitch it down. I don't know why. There's no method to the madness. You just do what you want. Now, we will proceed on a little bit further than just doing the cover today. This is just an extra bonus because I decided I had 2 boxes because we've been baking, and so we've been using chocolate chips and making chocolate chip cookies and chocolate chip muffins because Lily likes chocolate chips, and I prefer her to eat homemade biscuits and things like that than bought, because I'm a control freak, as Lulu says, and I like to how much sugar's in there, and I always put quite a bit less than what the recipe says because I don't want them too sweet. So we've been baking, and for that reason we've got lots of stuff left over. Kind of like green. I like the green. And that's the same as the other one. Let me see if I like that with that. No, not really. See, I don't like it with that. I like that side more. Let me see this one. I might like the green on that side and the pink on that side. Yes, I do. See, I'm going to use these. There we go. Maybe use up your scraps. Okay, so we need to, how did we do it yesterday? What we did was we measured. I'm just going to pull my sleeves up because these big fluffy jumpers get in the way. So put a marking here and a marking down there, and get my chomper. Where's my chomper? That's where you left it, Rachel. Okay, so if I trim off this one first, I won't lose my one up there. Let's pop over here. need to chop a little bit more. Okay, and that's going to be a nice little tag shape or tuck shape. And then I need to chop this one. It's going to go there. And then I can chuck that one out. We'll just measure this one here, and I don't know which way is the other. Oh, this way I wanted it, didn't I? I guess that's, yes, I feel like that's the right way up. It may not have a direction. It might just be as it is. In any direction, I mean. Trim that off. Now that's a good piece. That could be a cute little belly band. Oh yeah, now what was I saying? I was saying about my sister. Yeah, so she did a video of the beautiful tablecloth, and she explains how we made it, and also she more Sarah than me, and then also she did another video which I absolutely love. I was so excited when I saw it yesterday. It had to jump queue and I had to watch it straight away. She showed this amazing snippet roll that she made. I think I might have said that. Anyway, I'll link the 2 videos below. You can go and, if you feel like it, go and show Sarah some love. She's actually very good. She doesn't, my sister works, for those who don't know, at a school in Sydney, and she's very, very busy. She doesn't have a lot of time because she's a housemaster as well. I think she's a housemaster. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sass. I just know you're very busy. And so yeah, she's very busy, and so she doesn't always get a lot of time or energy for crafting, because you know, when you craft, you can't be tired. You can do, yes, you can be tired. You can do things, nonsensical things like fussy cutting and all that sort of stuff when you're tired. But if you want to, you know, do really, really creative stuff, then being tired it's not helpful. That over there, so that's glued down. And as I did with the one yesterday, I'm going to put fabric in the center. I like the look of that, and also that it will make it very strong because it's got fabric on the outside and fabric on the inside, and it's only just one cardboard box. Chocolate chip as well. Now, it is nice that the chocolate chips did come in a box. However, that being said, they were not flying around in the box. They were actually in a plastic bag inside the box. So, yes, there was still a bit of plastic. I am wondering, when are they going to start eliminating plastic? I mean, don't they have materials that are like... sort of, they imitate plastic, or paper plastic, if you know what I mean. Like, there's some types of plastics that they're not plastic, they're paper sort of thing, but they feel like they might be plastic. And what I find is really funny, now I'm just getting totally sidetracked here. I don't know about other places, but at where I go to the supermarket, I always try to buy the organic food, you know, less poisons and things like that. But I'm always astounded that they're meant to be, you know, organic and good for our health, and in theory good for the environment. And what do they come in? The paper container's fine, but they come in, they've got plastic cellophane over the top. They're covered in cling wrap. So what is with that? I just don't get that at all. Like, why? Why can't they use something else to cover it? I don't know. I just don't know. I just find that bizarre. Go to the health food section and you get, but it comes in plastic. So there you go. Oh, that's a good piece. Keep that. Right, now I'm going to do what I did yesterday. So you're rewatching the whole thing. You can fast forward if you like, guys, because this is just redoing what we did yesterday. So that goes there. And that bark cloth, yeah, I think it's pretty sure it's English. Might be French. But I bought it from a lady in Australia. So it came in, it's from Australia. It's probably like the States, it's Australia, like, you know, could be English, could be French, could be anything. because we're such a mix. Right. So we'll get that going, and then we'll put it aside to dry, and then we might start looking at our papers. And I think I'm going to publish this video, but I probably won't publish them all in the whole series or next to each other. It just gives everybody time. Whoever's going to craft along with me, get organised and sort of know what you want to do. I mean, some people like to craft and be more planned and organised. You know me, I fly by the seat of my pants. I can't organise anything. I'd like to. See, I really like that. Oh, look at those. Oh, I really like those. I need to go and eat some more chocolate so I can get some more boxes. Get Lily to eat some more chocolate. She'll be happy. Oh, I do like those. There we go. Great. Okay, stop admiring the fabrics. It's not my handiwork. It's the fabrics and things that are nice. It's not, I didn't make the fabrics. Okay, so let's just look at our papers. I won't, well, actually, I can pause my video and join them together, can't I? I can do that. So what I need to do here, do I want to tear it? Oh, no, this is my collage sheet. I don't need to cut this one. I wanted to use that. Oh, no, did I want that in as a whole page? I don't know what I want. Just a minute. Let's just tear down here. I might tear it there. Because you can hardly see, you can kind of see the edge of the paper, but not really. Which I think is great because you earn a bit of real estate there. Now, there are a few splotches there, but I can do something possibly to result. I might just tear that bit off. I don't like that big dark bit there. Now I don't know if I'm going straight. I should do, that's what the mat's for. Talk about bodgy crafting. I'm back in the bodgy mode. Right. Okay. Now I won't have you sit through me doing all the tearing. We'll do a few. This one I'm going to leave as is. That one's fine. I was also going to use some of these pages that I tea dyed. They actually end up being about the same size really because, oh, that's the book I was looking for. I haven't listed that one in my shop. I couldn't find it. I was going bananas yesterday trying to find that book. Okay, well, there you go. I found it. So let's just do a couple of these. We might just have, well, I'll fold two. So I like a variety of pages. I'm probably going to look for some antique book pages. I really like to use the really old ones. Actually, I've taken them in the other room, haven't I? Well, that's right. I've got to remember I can pause the video, Rachel. You don't need to panic. Right, so I'll fold that. Oh, I just love these. Good idea, Gail, to print it on tea-dyed paper. That's totally Gail inspiration, that one. I would like to do one with just printed out on with the regular paper as well. I'm thinking actually this one I'm going to do it print. I'm going to print it out on the regular paper for that one. So what I will do is I could pause the video, but I'm going to gather up other papers first anyway. So I'll just do these few, and then I don't know. We might even look and see what it looks like with a mix. Could look nice with a mix. You never know. I'm going to deal with those afterwards. So these are really, really grunged, these ones. Really, really grunged. So we'll just do those quickly. So it's a quick job. That's the nice thing about, see this paper went a little bit pink when I don't know, it's just one of the teas. And it got great pattern on it. One of the teas in in the container. Actually, I might do something different and fold it that way. Yeah, one of the teas had made, sometimes they make it go a little bit pink. Yes, I'm going to fold those ones that way, just to do something different. I'll just have to remember there's something inside there. And here's the last piece. See, it's all pinky. And I did this, the method with the plastic doilies. Okay, so we've got those ready. The other thing I wanted to include, I might fold that one that way. Oh, I like that. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do, that's going to be, oh, it might be too much, might not be. We'll see. Don't have to use everything. Okay, just put those in a pile. I'll put those on my sewing machine. Okay, so the next thing, I thought I might like to include some of this. So I think I'll just, I'm going to eyeball it. Obviously my book is a little bit shorter than that. It's already folded, so oopsie. I think I might leave it like that. I wonder if I might like to do something like that, like fold it in and create a tuck. That could be interesting. Let's see if that's going to be okay. Just might fold it in a little bit more. That's going to be a tuck. That could be interesting, I think. There. I might just tear it, because this was just when I was coffee dyeing, so it's going to slip, I know. I have to tear it slowly. What I put on my tray so the papers didn't, you know, get oily or anything like that. I'll just hand tear that. So that's going to be stitched there. And of course not straight, but you know, this is just a I think I might attach something to that. I want to do more like Wonderful Carol from Carol Laws. She does a lot of very interesting fold outs and things. So that's, I'm going to leave that on until I decide what to do there. So there's that. Put that one over there. And then here, I'm going to fold it like that. I think I'll do the same thing with this one. So I'm just going to eyeball, look, I'm just eyeballing my height here. Now I'll just make it a bit less. I'm not too concerned whether I go straight or not. It's not a big thing. And I'm just going to trim, I will trim that little piece off. There we go. Well, I'll try to trim it off. Okay, good. And now here, I might measure it. That still needs to be stitched around. We must remember that. I'm going to, I might fold that one that way. There. And that's going to be my pocket. But I might just, I'm going to just tear off a bit more because there's too much there. Otherwise it'd be hard to get things in and out. Okay, so that's that. And then again, that one I'm just going to fold in and see if I want to keep it, or otherwise I'll tear it off before I actually put it in the book. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got two of those. The other paper I might like to, that reminds me of spring is, just have a sip of coffee. Is this paper, just a sec. And I've got A5 size, which is a half of an A4 international paper. Slightly smaller than, no, it's longer than the US paper, but not as wide. So this width is longer than the US paper, but the US papers are deeper. Okay, great. So that's just recycled paper with a green grid on. You've seen me use that before. And what else will we put in? Oh, I wanted to get my books. So let's just grab some of the books that I have. Now, where are all those? Now, like you ladies can tell me, Where are all those lovely books that I got from Emily? What did I do with them? Emily, where are your books? I don't know where they are. What are all these garden books? Oh, I know where they are. I'll get those in a sec. We'll look at those in a sec. I've got this one. Oh, that's another project I wanted to do. We'll do that. Mustn't forget about that. That's a good project. Right. Let's grab a couple of these. Oh, such hard work. So we're gathering our pages and then we make decisions afterwards. Got this lovely Wildflowers of Britain month by month. This is really gorgeous, this book. I think I'd like a spread of that. So let's find, we all know how to take, if it's not, let's have a look at the, oh, it's just plain, but it's actually a very nice cover, that would be nice to alter. I go like this to find, so I can see better my center. Now, lots of people say, oh, you know, like I buy books and then, but I can't bring myself to cut them up. This is my theory. I bought this book to cut up, so I'm going to cut it up. If I really love the book and it wasn't too expensive, I will buy a second one. And then the other one, the first one, I will cut up. How about that? That's my theory. One of those, they're going to be too big, so we'll have to cut them down. And one of those. Love that. One in each. Okay. I'm only doing one in each because then I've got all these other ones. Now this is this lovely book. Don't know if I'll use any of that one. No, because I've got other books that I wanted to include and I might not use this one either. Isn't that lovely? I don't think I'll use that one. I'll use that in something else. So let's just bear with me. I'm going to go and get my other books. I don't have to go far because they're here. I found them. Here they are. These yummy things. Little grey kitten. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So cute. Oh, I love them. Little chicken. The Jolly Bunny book. Surprise for, oh, and so it's spring. Aren't they wonderful? Oh, and this is a good size. Let's have a look at this. Got glue everywhere. Oh, hello. Oh, it's got staples. I don't like staples. Just going to use my scissors to lift those sticky. You know what? They've kind of damaged the paper. I'm just thinking as I'm doing this, what I could do is hinge. We might hinge it. I think that's what we'll do. We'll attach it to something else. So I think I'll just tear it out. Yeah, I'll attach it to something else. So one in each of that one. We won't use the kitten ones, I don't think. We'll stick with the bunnies. But we don't want these bunnies to be too big. I might keep those bunnies. I don't think I'm going to use those because we've got, you know, we don't have that much space. You can't just go bananas and put a million things in there. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use it this way. Can I use it that way? Just a minute. And I might not fold it because I might hinge it. Aren't they cute? Super cute. That's that one. Oh, there was this little chicken. Why don't we get the little chicken book? That will be cute. So cute. There we go. Now, I'm not ashamed of doing that. That's what I bought them for. They're going to have a new life in this journal. Right, so what I need to do is have a think. Now this one, it's too high. Let me just see here. See if I could trim it down there. What would I lose there? Not much. And I can trim it up there, so that's good. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to tear it. So I kind of vaguely know where I want to tear it, about that much. About the width of my ruler, I'm going to tear it. Lose a little bit, but not too much. Put that over there. And then here I'm going to I'm going to put my ruler there, and I'm just going to see, still too tall, so I have to lose a bit more. Maybe I'll tear that amount off again. Is that going to be good? It's going to be a bit too much, so I'll slide it back a bit. Okay, that's that. And then I need to measure these as well. Now these might be okay. No, they're a little bit long, so I can lose this little piece along the top. Let me see. Yes, that's going to be fine. That's fine. And then this one, I'll lose a little bit off the top, I think. Okay, and then I have to look at these ones. So this one, yep, I need to lose. I'll take that. Well, I don't want to lose the bunny up. I think I'll lose that much. You see, and I'll lose a little bit off the bottom as well. Or then, let me see what's on that side. Oh yeah, that side doesn't. It's okay. So you sort of have to choose. What are you keeping and what are you losing? Okay, that's that one. Oh, isn't that cute? I'll keep that, you see. That's something to keep. And then I had, that one's okay, that's done. That one, I think they're okay, those ones. They were perfect. Oh no, a little bit too tall they are. Lose a little bit off the bottom. So I think I'll line it up here. Now what I thought I might like to show you here is to is how I sort of think I might hinge them. Okay. Now let me see. Let's gather up all the pages. So those have all been shortened, and then I've got these. Those are okay, those pages. See, I haven't measured anything. I've just sort of done it by eye. I just want to see here. I have a feeling, oh, yeah, I just need to lose a little bit more there and there, because that's going to be the right height, that one. So I need to, actually I probably should line it up. That might make my life easier. But always by eye. It's never anything that's been perfectly measured. And you can trim. I like the torn look. Let me see here. Yep, still need to lose a bit off that side as well. I don't want to lose my April. Okay. That's good. And then I'll do the same on this one. And I need to lose a bit more. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then I would like to, as I mentioned, include some really old book pages. And I don't know if I've got any here. I think they're in the other room. Just seeing in my box. Well, those are big pages. This, oh, that's super old book page. That would actually be good folded that way. It's a bit tall. So let me just see. Sometimes I have some. Oh, wait just a minute. I've got these. These are really old. These are really old. Really old book pages, these. 1845. How about that? I was going to I could probably search. I probably have some that are even smaller than these. That might almost be the right size. Probably not as deep, but I'll just use these. Now, what I wanted to do was to see that, no, I think I'll keep it that way, and I'll tear that off because I can use that for collage. So I need to, I'm just going to look at the words. So where the T is, I need to tear it off, and I just line it up with the writing kind of and tear it. And I might I'll put that aside for collaging and grab another one. It's quite strong paper too, this one. And I'll prepare a few of these, maybe 2 in each journal. No, maybe 3 in each journal, I think. Now that's had glue, so this may not come out well. Nope, it's torn, so we can't use it. Well, actually, I might put this one in the other way, like that, because we like things to be in different directions. Okay, and then I need to get, how many is that? I need 6. 1, 2, 3, one more. So let's find the center again. Very grungy paper. Okay. There we go. So I did have some old book pages here. Okay, so I need to get this. And where's the one I tore there? So, choc. Collaging, and then one more. Let's line up the first one with it, otherwise they get progressively bigger, I always feel. Okay, that's those. Now, so that's all those, and we're probably at this point I would start to sort of want to putting it together a little bit, just to see what I need and what I need to take out, and I quite often need to take stuff out. So I'm going to put those there. Those will go there. These are going over there, and these. Okay, so we've got a lot of page, but we've got 2 books to do, remember. So, and then these here. Now, I'm going to separate these into the 2 different books. Now, these are the same book, so one over here and one over there. I think this was the same book, one over here and one over there, that and that. Okay, so these need to be hinged. So the choices are to hinge them one to the other. For example, this one could be stitched onto that one, like so. And then when you fold it, see, it's going to be, when you fold it, it's going to be too wide though. So I don't know, I don't think I want to do that. I could stitch this one to this one and then fold it, and it would be okay. Or my other choice is I could, I'm thinking, hinge them to those. I just want to see what else I've got. Oh, these are good. So we can add, that way we get some bags working into it. So what I might, oh, those are good. What I might do is I'll hinge them now. I don't think I'll use old book page. I think I'm going to use my tea-dyed paper to hinge them. Right, so the hinging process. What we need to do is, I'll do it this way. I'm just going to tear a width. Yes, I'll tear a width this way. Probably, I'll tell you how wide it is in a minute. I'm just eyeballing it. I don't want it to be too wide. Look, it's about the width of my ruler. So I'll tell you how wide that is. So it's 2.5, oh, it's about 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. And I only just did that by eye, but I need a few. I'll just prepare a few. It's only a more or less process. I'm probably off screen now. Okay, I've got 4 there. Let's just see how we go with 4. I'll move this out of the way. Okay, so I've got all my book pages. That's for my other book. I'm going to get confused in a minute. I'm going to have one page is going to hinge to this. I think it'll work. I've never hinged a bag on. And then we've got to hinge on something else. Okay, so what I do is I fold it in half. Try to go straight. Right, like that. Fold them all in half, get that job done. So, ideally you want 2 things that are a similar height to each other. I probably haven't done that, but we'll see. I just sort of wing it if they're not the same height. I never worry about it too much. It always works out. If it doesn't, you scrap it. Okay, so let's have a look here. So this, more or less, with that bag. Okay, that's going to be okay. So what I'm going to do is get my Giotto glue. And I'm just going to put some glue down there. And I take my page and not quite at the center. See, there's the center there. It's a couple of millimeters or a millimeter away from the center. So that way it will fold well. Okay. And then I'm going to put some glue on the other side. I mean, you can skip the gluing bit, but I just find that I go very crooked if I don't put the glue. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to line it up. But what I normally do, which I find easier, let's just move the glue book out of the way because it's sticky, is what I do is I get my page. Obviously, I want this to be up, and I kind of want to line those up, I think, and just line it up on top of the book page and then fold that down. I'm actually going to remove that bit there. I'm going to tear it. I don't want that bit there because I don't want it to glue shut my my bag. I will stitch there a little bit just along there, but I'll probably make sure I get some more glue under that bit there so that sticks. There we go. And now I'm going to trim off the bottom. Where's my other scissors? I'm not being a good girl. I'm not putting things away. I should do that. Right. And I just trim that off and that's done. I'll keep that piece. I could use that. There we go. And that is hinged. And then I'll just put that aside for a minute. And then when it dries a little bit, it doesn't have to dry perfectly, I'll stitch it. And then I'll decide it's going to be too wide for my book, so I might decide that I fold that in and make a little flip or something. So that's one. And then we'll do another one. Now I thought this big one could hinge with this. It's a better sort of partnership, I should say. So get some glue on here again. Hopefully I'm on screen. So here we are preparing our pages. We've done another cover and preparing our pages. Doesn't matter which way. Actually, I actually prefer to put this on first. I think I'll put it that way. Just because this is better, it gives me a better notion of the height. So put that on there. Flip it around. Put some more glue on here. Move my book out of the way. Put this down here and I'm going to have, maybe I'll have that going. No, I want that way so I can see better. And I may trim the top, a little bit of the top bit of the bag off if I find that I didn't do how I did it before. It doesn't matter. I told you I just really make it up as I go. There we go. I might have to trim that off a little bit because otherwise it might be poking out, but I might attach some lace or something to it and let it poke out. Who knows? We'll make those decisions as we go ahead. That's what I mean. I can't pre-plan that sort of stuff. It just happens. So that's that one. And now we need to hinge this to something. And maybe what I could do is hinge it to a piece of paper. What will I hinge it to? Oh, I just saw this. I like to hinge it. No, I won't hinge it to that. What will I hinge it to? I might hinge it to a piece of this. Why not? A bit of botanical. That's what I'm going to do. It's a scrap just lying around. Just picked it up and give it a tear. And I might have to sort of tear it down a bit afterwards. Okay, I'm going to hinge those two together. Snappy decision. Now put that there. And I want that one to go on that side because if I have to cut it down, I can cut that bit off. And here, I don't know which, probably that's better to cut off, that one there. So am I on screen? Yes. I do worry about the on-screenness because, you know, last year I had quite a lot of videos off screen, half on and half off. And it's not nice, is it? It's not nice to watch. Okay, so that's that, and that will go that way. I'm going to put it here. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't put it on top, you can put it that way, but this is actually makes life pretty easy if you do it like that. And I'm going to keep those bits. So there we go, those are hinged. So we'll just recap our pages. So these are definites, these are definitely going in. And then, okay, so what I need to do now, and then we'll sign off, I'll hinge my other pages afterwards. So this is for one journal. So basically what I'm going to do now is separate them. That one over there, one of these, one of there, those, one of these, one of these. I should have two, yes, two. And I might eliminate something. I might find that I've got way too much. So then we've got to, oh, one of those over here and one of those over here. So this is what I think I'm going to put in. One there, one there, that one, that one. I might not need two of these. I might have to remove it. That one, that one. That there, that one. Oh, that's the folded that way, so that one can go there. Just checking that one can go there. This one was folded in the other way, that's okay. There, that one can go there, that there, and I think that's about right. So it looks like way too many pages to me once you get pockets and things, but we will see. Might be all right. Oh, it's upside down. Might be all right. We also haven't done any signature anchor pages. I'm thinking I'll do 2 signatures. We might not need signature anchor pages. We might do something different. Let's have a think about it. Yeah, might do something different. Okay, so that'll be one. Actually, I was thinking this one for this one. This is super strong now, really strong. So that's going to be one, and then this will be the other one, but I still have to hinge the pages. So I'll do that off screen. You've seen me do that now. And then I'll have a think about it and come back tomorrow with another video as to what we do next. So thank you for watching. Not tomorrow. I might come back in a few days. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.